Clap.
Yep. There's 2 empty screens. Okay, hello everyone! Welcome back once again online here on Twitch to the Longshots Dungeons and Dragons. I'm of course Colt Sebastian Taylor, and it's been a month. Stuff has happened, and boy howdy, you should really be on our Discord channel because there's lots of stuff going on. We recorded a live session, which we will now do once a year because we all love each other in person, and Brandon, and yeah, now we're back for more high fantasy adventure. So you should definitely go to our Discord channel. I'll post a link, and because we post YouTube, Spotify, you can catch the live session, etc., etc., etc. So
On my pants.
on your pants. So now let me throw it over to the man who has some extra accessories on his hand, Mr. Sama Book.
Hello! Hey, look at this. You guys are all tiny people again. God, I miss seeing you in person, looking at your faces. It's a little weird having you guys all congested in a screen. Well, how have we been since last we met?
Married.
Very true.
Married indeed.
Married.
I adopted a kid.
No, you didn't.
Wait, seriously?
I don't believe anything.
Okay. Jeez, all right. I'll just keep my business to myself then.
I don't believe you. I need proof.
Believe
You
it.
would have told us.
Where's
That would
the
have been like the
receipt?
first thing you said.
What better place to reveal massive changes in life than live online for immediate reaction?
That's right.
Just farming those clicks, guys. That's all.
So,
I'm feuding with Marriott Hotels. That's about it for me.
used to work for them.
I'm gonna burn them to the ground. Anyways,
Oh, my. Hypothetically, he's gonna burn them to the ground.
figuratively and figuratively. With
And
mean
literally.
tweets.
Before we left for the wedding and in-person session, you guys finally wrapped up Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, with, of course, my changes here and there. Congratulations on that. It is a long and dreary adventure, but one that I hope sets the tone for a few adventures moving forward. Having been released from this, a large time skip happened. Now you're going to be seeing the world after your campaign 1 characters have had their adventures in it. You know, what's the same, what's different, and what kind of changes can you make going forward. Considering since it's been such a long time, I will at least give you this. Having been released, you sort of had a Scooby-Doo episode around Ravnica bumping into a few of your old characters, eventually bumping into Valhalla, who remembered that she had this doorstop that was really useful for locating items in need, which gave everybody some really cool tattoos and the ability to use teleportation magic in a way that some others can't, to transfer planes effortlessly at the cost of your hit dice. And so, someone initially decided that Waterdeep was the place to go, and everyone else followed suit.
I mean, a split
Someone who
decision.
did not consult with anybody on the,
No,
on the
just
matter at all.
And then 3 other people left. And then Bretland was left like, I guess I'm going too.
Quick question, guys. What level are we?
11D.
10.
Yeah, we're 10.
Oh, okay, cool.
Also, do you want me to give my recap? Because I've been practicing.
Yeah, I was actually about to transition to that. So, seeing as I've hit the big important notes, if you want to recap, if you can vamp the recap for another maybe like 3.5 to 4 minutes, there might be some chicken being delivered to my door. So, I hand it off to you.
Don't eat your cat, please. Last time
Jesus. Alright.
on the Longshots Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
So we all met together at our DM's place and hung out and had a lot of fun together. That's not what happened in the game, but that was important to mention.
Very important.
Very good host. Very cool wife. She made us breakfast.
Nice.
It was delicious to all but one. So in character, we prior to meeting up at our fancy little get together, we all died, kind of. Well, at least two of us died. The other ones, who knows? We woke up inside of a deep, dark void where we spent an unknown amount of time, but later to be found out, 40 years. Just kind of losing our fucking minds. So that was exciting. And finally managed to escape after each of us kind of walked away with a little bit of emotional damage, if you will.
Emotional.
One of us became, I won't say just 0 to 100 a psychotic murderer, but like definitely grew in levels in the psychotic murderer stat. That one being Katina, of course. She decided that she wanted to kill everybody. 3 people became raging alcoholics. That is Bretlin, Mazarine, and Kara? Help me out here, Kara. Was that your...
Yeah, but Kara's already a raging.
You were already kind of... Yeah, she was already flirting with Destiny there.
Really, she just maintained the status quo.
There you go. And Nox became incredibly, what's the word? Pretentious.
Lateral.
Which was, again, another lateral move for Nox. And Aaron became incredibly focused on one thing, and that one thing was... Amos blew the fuck up. So Aaron spent 40 years rewriting blueprints to unblow the fuck up his cat, her cat, however you want to appropriate Aaron. So anyway, we all get out. We end up in Ravnica. Where were we, guys? Give me the name.
We were
in Ravnica, and then we popped out of the black hole, got pooped out. Where were we at?
It was the Ravnica.
That was Ravnica. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm bad with names. So we're in Ravnica, and I'm vamping here. Hopefully, Buck's gonna come back soon.
Does anyone see my dog?
No.
I see your dog. It's an adorable dog.
It was we were in Yithrin, and then we went to Ravnica.
And then we got pooped up in Ravnica.
In Ravnica.
So
Did not run over fast enough to the mic. You're pushing her family out of the way. No.
So basically, we shook down some children. Katina tried to murder said children, and some stuff happened. We met Valhalla.
Met Amatrine.
We met Amatrine.
We saw Mittens.
We did see Mittens, and
we found out Meow is a Dark Lord.
He is the Dark Lord. He's the Raven King.
We saw Dark Meow.
We did learn about Dark Meow. Yeah. So Dark Meow apparently escaped the multiverse of the side story one shot, and is now living his best vegan self somewhere somehow, and has maybe superpowers ? We'll see. And yeah, we did a lot of stuff. We went to the Infinite Staircase. Ida's not dead. That's pretty exciting. Neither is Mazarine, but we haven't seen, or Mazarine, excuse me, Madama. But we've not seen Madama yet. She's somewhere doing something. But they're not dead. Raven King Meow asked that we punch said
Mittens
in the face, which I think we're all on board with now. I think that's a a guarantee.
There's a warning about Colt.
Yeah. Colt is in water deep, and so is Anna, and now so are we. And that's what happened last time on Longshots. We all got powers from the hammer that's been just chilling up in Valhalla's attic as a doorstop for the last 40 years or 20 years, however long it's been. So that was cool. And yeah, I'm still vamping here.
I'll vamp for 20. I'll vamp for 90 seconds.
You're the professional. Go ahead.
For those who can see, this is my puppy Willow. She has figured out she can stand on the couch and stare at me for attention. So you will see her over my shoulder probably from time to time, and occasionally yawn and fart. But I don't think the farts pick up on camera.
I can actually smell them from here.
Smell-o-vision. Those were subscribers only.
Smell-o-vision. That's the Patreon highest tier.
Yeah.
She's adorable. Are you gonna get a light to shine on her face?
No.
Oh.
Jeez. This is already too much. Oh, give me your sauce. So we're scattered in Waterdeep. Also, we all transported to. So some people might be close to each other, but we all kind of landed in random spots in Waterdeep.
I'm pretty sure Katina and Kara came out the other side holding hands, but everybody else is kind of everywhere.
Yeah,
I think we did end up really close.
I want to say Bretlin ended up in a graveyard.
I think Bretlin did end up in a graveyard.
And then I think Mazarine ended up in what's his face's Isaac's farm. And I don't know where
Isaac's
Aaron
dead.
went.
I'm by the mountains somewhere.
You're elsewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Gone forever.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Choo Choo Nator. Nator? Choo-Choo-Nator? Oh, I see. Choo-Choo-Nator. Yeah.
Finally got it.
Great job on the artwork. Phenomenal. And with all that in mind, now we are back to the regularly scheduled programming. Mr. Silent Buck, take it away.
Sorry about that. Had to flag down a local delivery boy. So,
Delivery boy, come here.
From the 12th district of Ravnica, you planeswalk. Waterdeep, your destination. But you're not sure if that's where you've arrived. Before each of you, the feeling of stone under your feet. The air cool. Not so humid. Wherever you are, it's not outside. You would know more, but everything around you is pitch black. Inky. Almost magically so.
I'm sorry, did you say inky?
Yes, inky.
You made me ink.
Huh. So we're all split up, but we're all kind of experiencing this together.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like...
And as far as you're aware, you're split up. I've given you guys everything you need to start.
Okay.
That's not terrifying at all.
As I fix my camera.
So we can't see anything. We're just surrounded by inkiness?
Surrounded by inky blackness. You can tell it's stone under your feet. It's cold where you are. Or at least not in the direct sun.
Question as well.
Yes?
Are the inflictions from our dragon tattoos taking place immediately, or is that like a next time we use it type thing?
So if something has caused you to act a certain way because you've used the dragon mark due to the flaw, then yes, that would be taking place.
Okay.
I don't remember mine.
I read them out to you guys. I know me and Aaron both have intense mood swings each
We're
time
very
we use the
emo.
mark. Yeah, we're
Yep.
very emo. Well, in this case, I feel like it's going to be very the other way around. Very positive.
Yeah.
Would you happen to remember what my effect is?
I think you had scales built up around yours.
Yes, or
Yep,
no, you
that's
have
correct.
burn. You have like the burn marks or whatever,
'cause
and
you
then you're
mentioned
like,
that
oh,
your
my
fur
fur
will just
will
go
cover
around
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh yeah, so nobody would even notice.
yeah.
I think did
I
mine
have to see the
hiss?
actual list to remember.
I believe
Yes,
so.
you and
Somebody's
Kara.
hissed.
Yes, both of you hiss audibly
was
because you guys had the
someone,
same number. It was with Kara. You both hiss audibly, and then Bretlin.
Wind stress.
I'm sorry. I just heard
No,
hiss
Bretlin's,
audibly.
No,
And I immediately thought back to Cara
Well-
just pissing everywhere.
no. And then Bretlin's was.
I think we should change. I think we should change just Kara's to like her pissing uncontrollably.
No,
Every time you
we're
play
not.
clock, you just
We're
piss
not
uncontrollably.
canonizing that.
I feel like it's a disadvantage to stealth rules.
Yeah.
Well,
My looks
I think
change
Bretlin.
slightly.
Yeah, Bretlin's.
So I'm gonna make it that his ears change different colored patterns.
I like that. Hypno rabbit. So, since none of you have
There's
done
no
much
wall
with your
around.
characters other than
Can I wave
Kind of
my
turn
arms around in front of me to see if I can like feel anything?
yeah, absolutely.
I want to walk around.
Okay. Nox, you're gonna start walking in the first direction that you can. And then meanwhile, Kara, you're gonna kind of be like Velma Dinkley, where's my glasses type deal. Right about the time that you place your hand out to the left and you feel this kind of like rock wall, Nox, you're gonna bump face first into what feels like a set of iron bars.
Oh.
And that is heard audibly throughout the rest of the room. The rest of you kind of hear, like, off to your right-hand side, there's a dull metal thud of boom, as if somebody had just bumped into something.
Ouch.
Hey,
Hello.
is
So
anyone
everyone
else here?
hears this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm going to panic and start running full speed.
Well, you're gonna hit those bars. There's another large dong.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna yell, Aaron, are you there?
Can
Right
I
here.
ignite my
Anyone?
sword
Uh-huh.
for some light?
You guys are all in the same room, so yeah, if you guys were shouting at each other, you'd be able to hear each other.
Aaron is going to. All right. How close, if I were to roll an active perception, would they sound? Or maybe a passive
The
perception.
furthest one's maybe like 25, 30 feet away.
Alright.
You guys are all in pretty close proximity to each other.
Okay, I'd like to cast Fairy Fire in the direction of the of Mazarine's voice.
Okay. Let's see.
This will
Did
tell us
you
one of two
respond?
things: where the fuck everyone else is, and if there's something else here that's trying to kill us. So be prepared, you guys.
I'm just like, wow, this is fascinating.
I'd like to yell, "It's me, Aaron, over here!"
Over in Maisie's general direction, you can kind of see some light start to leak through, and there's like a slow clapping from what seems like northwardly in front of you and up, just kind of like
Well, I mean, your background filter just took out all the claps.
yes.
I heard
as
it. It was
does.
great.
Clap, clap, clap.
So you
We'll,
hear
we'll add it back in post, guys. Don't worry.
a throat being cleared.
Oh god.
Well, so nice to see you all. Just a moment. Another clap, and the darkness spell in each of the cells that you guys are contained in, which is a very nice, about 4.5 foot long by 5 foot wide cell.
We're in prison.
arranged in a semicircle inside this large stone room. It's got this kind of like natural light leaking in from above, and it's hitting these specks of dust that are kind of all clouding throughout the room. So you can see these really neat light shafts. Wherever you are, it's pretty deep beneath the city, you hope. There's a set of steps that each run up in a half circle on the northern end of it that lead up to a dais that then has another staircase that potentially leads out. Standing up top is a well put together elven female wearing very nice clothes, very regal looking, unimpressed with either of you, any of you. Standing next to her is a ring of about 6 folks in these like dark black robes, metallic gauntlets, metallic boots, and metallic headgear. Each of them the exact same height, build, everything.
Are we still equipped, or are weapons still in us?
You are.
Okay.
Is there a lock on the cells?
There seems to be.
Okay, I'm gonna start picking the lock. I don't care who's watching.
All right.
Is that sleight of hand?
Yep, you can do sleight of hand if you like.
Well, what's my other option?
Asking nicely, I guess.
You could also try running at it head first again.
Yeah, you can try that again. They could be unlocked.
That'd be a 25.
Okay. You fiddle with it in just the right way, and you can hear a clink. And as your door swings open, the elven female's like, "You may want to stay where you are for the moment."
Why?
Can I?
Well, you see, the floor is laid with all kinds of fun traps for folks like yourself. I would hate for you to trigger one before we've had time to talk, but if you must try to leave, it is up to you.
Okay, perception check for traps.
What's up, Car?
Is the ceiling covered? Like,
Inside your cells, yes, but as you head out all the way, like way high up in the center of the room, you do have like what seems to be a small grate. Like it's not a full covering, but it's basically like a sewer grate of sorts.
And
like, does it look like if I got the doors open, like I could, like, how far away is this grate?
Oh gosh, we're talking like 120, 150 feet.
Okay. And does it look like I could climb the wall?
No, it's kind of like a domed ceiling. So after a certain, I mean, if you could climb the dome, sure. And then, I'm sorry, going back in order of things I was hearing. What did you ask, Katina?
So I would like to amaze them with my great feats of trap disarming.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I need you to make me an Arcana check.
Oh no. Is there anything else I could check?
No, because, well, you know what? I tell you what. I may have just tipped my hand there. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and let's make a perception check.
Okay. 24.
Okay. You don't see any physical indications of mechanical style traps. Or if there are, they are very well disguised in the floor. What you do see are a shit ton of arcane runes strewn all about the floor. You're not sure which ones are dangerous and which ones are just less.
You know, I don't know why I'm even bothering with this. I would like to planeswalk right next to the elven lady.
You remember you use half your hit die to planeswalk once, and then if you run out of hit die, you die.
Also, there's no guarantee that you can go right next to her. You might go bye-bye somewhere else.
And
Wait,
then die.
is the hit die
Or
thing a
this
permanent?
lady might control the planeswalking shit, because we were supposed to go somewhere
yes.
and we didn't, so think
Uh,
about that.
So you don't lose your hit dice permanently, but it's until a long rest, and you lose half of them every time you do.
Oh my god.
So you'll die if you do it.
Mr.
But
DM.
will I still have all my hit points?
No, it's half
Yeah.
of half.
You'll have your hit points until you run out of hit dice. Now, again, just a refresher for everybody. Hit dice are used to heal yourself on a short rest. They equal your level. So if you are level 10, you have 10 hit dice that are, D6, D8, whatever. You roll those on a short rest to see how much health you gain back. It's up to you how much you use. But if you're out of hit dice and you go to take a short rest and you want to heal,
okay.
well,
So it's
can't
not
heal
your
anymore.
health, it's just how much you heal
But
yourself.
if you run out of hit dice, do you die?
But if you're out of hit dice, I'm going to start taking your health.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah.
So, next question then. Does it look like, based on the Arcana, whatever the fuck's I figured out, if I walked, like, right up against the wall along the edge, could I get to other people's cages?
Now, if you're skirting the edge towards the other cell doors, yes. That seems to be a bit of a safer path.
Okay. I will yell, yeah, just keep talking, and I'm gonna move on to the next closest cage and try and pop it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna ask, like, why are we here?
Hello.
Do pray tell.
Well, darling, it's because you planeswalked. And I'd like to know from where.
You called me
You're
darling.
standing in what I like to call the Planecatcher. Oh, you're picking another lock. How beautiful. Basically, in simple terms, we've had a lot of incursions recently. We set this up as sort of a vetting station, if you will. If you mean no harm, you're free to go. If I find otherwise, we'll destroy you here.
No, we mean no harm. Don't listen to the one who's picking the locks. She doesn't know what she's doing ever. We keep her in check, so just ignore her. But we mean no harm.
All
We're just
the time.
trying to get to where we need to go.
Who would
Which
we mean
is-
harm to?
Somewhat. Yes, that is a good question.
Well, namely the people of Water's Deep, members of the Lord's Alliance, general safety of my people.
Not interested in harming those. So
Perhaps if we introduced ourselves, we'd be a whole lot more friendly here.
That is why I'm here.
we are very friendly. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand for the next cage door.
I already did. It was a nat 20.
Very nice. That'll pop open.
I'll move on to the next one.
Well, I'm Bretlin Loyalfoot, Captain Retired, and we've come from obviously a different place. Ravasiga.
No, that's not how you say it.
Aaron will put an arm on a hand on Bretlin's shoulder and say,
Through the wall.
"Oh, am I in a different room?
We're all in
You guys
different
can put it-
pages.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're all
in different
different.
cages.
Yeah.
I'll put a metaphorical hand on your shoulder and say, sir, madam, sir, madam,
Madam.
Sorry.
Laryl Silverhand.
My eyes are still adjusting to the light. Apologies. Pray tell, do you remember anything about the events of Icewind Dale 40 years ago?
Well, a weird, never-ending... Oh, look at that dog. A
I
never-ending
imagine
winter.
her. She's eating pigs in a blanket while talking to us like
Yes. Yeah, just like a couple hors d'oeuvres here and there.
Very casual.
Yeah, she's got some chocolate-covered peanuts that she's
Yeah.
just enjoying. Never-ending winter, God's gone crazy, human sacrifice. Eventually it cleared up, as far as I'm aware.
Do you remember hearing about the mechanical dragon that almost wiped out the entirety of 10 towns?
I believe I have.
Do you remember the name of the hero that was regaled around town, who single-handedly, for the most part, suplexed that fucking dragon out of the sky?
I believe her name was Susan.
What?
And Aaron's gonna look over at Kara and say, "This is Susan in the flesh."
Oh,
That's her.
She goes by
And
Kara.
we are wait, just play along, and we are her traveling
Me,
companions.
Kara. Susan.
What are you?
I helped a little. I helped a little.
That's
So,
Well.
if you're worried about us bringing any harm to your townsfolk, I assure you, every person in this room, especially myself and Mazarine, have put their lives on the line 10 times over for complete strangers.
that is
I'm
true.
pretty sure we were the ones who ended that winter.
Yes.
Collectively,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, that happened too,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't have known about that. But the dragon was a very real threat, and
Most
Yeah.
of us took care of it.
Yes.
Yeah, most of us. As a team,
all
we
took
all
care.
had
Yes,
certain
as a team.
objectives.
As a
What?
We
team.
had certain objectives. Some of us were more present at the dragon area than
Yeah.
others,
What-
but you know.
What
Team
dragon?
effort.
What dragon?
You were dead at the time.
Yeah, you were dead.
I was what?
I feel like
As you're recovering from the revelation of your death at the time of a dragon fight, Katina has picked the locks on most of your doors.
I feel like we
And-
probably was brought up in 40 years of the void, but maybe we didn't.
Lady Silverhand hands her plate of hors d'oeuvres to one of the masked lords and gestures out openly. Well, be that as it may, allow me, if you don't mind, a more magically scientific method to make sure that you're telling me the truth. If you wouldn't mind stepping out of yourselves, and she gestures into a few different spots, almost maybe 5 feet out from your doors. If you wouldn't mind just stepping on those are zone of truth sigils, I would be most appreciative.
I'd like to do an Arcana check to verify this.
Is this
Yeah,
thing-
same.
Was this thing not locked in the first place?
That's
I'm
a
gonna step on
26
it.
from
I'm
Aaron.
gonna
From
step
Aaron.
on it. I'm gonna step on it.
No, the thing was already unlocked.
Tina's just that good. She's had long enough.
Brett, let's step out.
I'm imagining Katina did not once step on the ground and is just like crawling on the sides of the wall like the beast. From
Oh my god, I
door.
could literally do that. I could literally crawl on the walls if I wanted
Spider-Clan.
to. I could Spider-Man if I wanted to.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm not- I'm
put
just-
one single claw into the Zen of Truth.
Well,
I stepped in it.
I did roll a
I don't
26
see
Arcana.
why this woman would have any reason to lie to us.
Could
I think
we-
she's just trying to do
could
her
we
job.
maybe resolve that before the rest of my friends potentially get themselves?
They are, in fact, zone of truth sigils.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
in
Aaron
there.
will walk
I'm
forward
in
too.
the truth.
Would I have heard?
Sure.
Bretlin had spent a little time in Waterdeep before going north. Would he know the name Silverhand?
The last time you were in Waterdeep, the Open Lord of Waterdeep was Daggelt Neverember. So to hear that there's a new Open Lord of Waterdeep, that's news.
But 40
Silverhand,
years
you
later.
know by reputation. She's legendary, but
Yeah.
to have her run Waterdeep, that's interesting.
It better not be Thane.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's all right. This person is of some note. Silverhand, from last I heard, was a decent person.
I don't know, but Nox is very happy right now for whatever reason.
You look great, Knox.
Thank you. My skin is glowing, isn't it?
I know. You haven't seen you smile so widely.
And this, dear friends, is Laryl Silverhand.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
Cute.
Hot.
I will no.
Smash or pass?
Pass.
Smash.
That's a lot of clothes to get off. I don't know.
I don't know. She called Nox darling. Nox really liked it.
So
Alright, well, Carl
you had
will
some
stand
questions
into
for us,
the-
or did you just want to stare at us while we
the-
stood here?
Just for fun.
What?
I can do both.
It's true.
So, I do in fact have questions for you, though. Starting out, what brings you to Waterdeep?
To find my mother.
No, oh.
Same.
My stupid friend teleported here, so I followed him.
Yes, me too.
Everyone
Wow.
left. Everyone left before I could have. Everyone left before we could talk about it, and I felt the need to come along anyways. Well, Zone of Truth works pretty well.
I didn't know you thought I was stupid, Mesrine.
It's an affectionate term. Don't worry
Oh,
about
I
it.
see. Are you lying because you're in the zone of truth right now?
Well, that's a good point. I did not say stupid. I tried to say stupid and I said clever instead. Rick on that.
Well,
You're so stupendously clever.
Yeah. Exactly what
So.
happened.
All right. And when are you leaving?
no idea.
When I find my mother.
That seems to be up to him, yeah.
This is immigration, guys.
I've done that before.
Me too. Or not immigration.
in-
What is it?
in
Customs.
D&D. Yeah, customs.
Customs.
Border patrol.
I'm just kidding.
I wasn't there for
Getting
that. I wasn't
married.
there for immigration.
I know, no joke, actually told a customs agent that I was nervous going through customs once before, and he looked at me like I was about to, like, blow up the fucking airport. I will never do that again.
Yeah, don't do that.
Were you? Remember, you're in
I
Zone
mean,
Truth.
at least you,
I was
at
very
least you
nervous
didn't-
because I thought I was going to miss my flight.
At least you didn't tell them that you were going to see your dungeon master.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't say that actually to the customs guy, but
Hey, they asked.
Will you help me with my bag? There's a lot of leather in here.
I just said I was going to a wedding to that guy. It's like I'm just going to a wedding.
I have
So,
like 16 pairs of assless chaps. Can you help me here?
No, literally.
Think Bretland would answer the question. Turning back.
I said I answered. We answered.
yeah,
I said I don't
I
know.
did.
Yeah, we answered.
My answer was I don't know.
In other words,
That one hasn't answered.
I don't have a specific agenda or schedule or itinerary, but haven't been here for a while. Probably have a meal. I have no money, so someone's gonna have to buy me something. Boy, the damn Southern Truth is terrible.
so, are any of you members of Strixhaven Academy?
I
What
am.
is that?
What's that?
Not to my knowledge.
They're currently the only group of planeswalkers that I'm not. She turns to the Masked Lords. What do the youth say nowadays? Beefing with.
What does that
remember-
mean?
We literally just were able to do this within the last, I want to say, 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
What-
So they didn't
what-
even take the training wheels off. Oh, you'll
No.
bounce back soon.
We touched a hammer, and that's
touched a
how we
hammer.
ended up with these abilities. What is beefing?
It's when you have
The meal.
a very large
meal, yeah.
disagreement with someone. Sometimes it ends in fisticuffs or death.
Oh, that's what the youth are saying.
I believe.
Surely they can come up with something more clever.
Yes.
Like Skibbity.
Perhaps it
What
was
is a
quite
skibbity?
out of pocket for me.
I don't understand that one either.
She pulls out a small notepad and strikes that one off the list. Shakes her head and puts that back.
Anyways,
Just sorry, one moment. How old do you think I am? Just out of curiosity.
Well, given that you're supposedly involved in events from 40 years ago, bare minimum 40, I'd have to give you maybe 50, 60.
Tough but fair. Continue.
Finally, are any of you familiar with... She kind of like looks around. Anyone from Eberron? Any contacts outside of our own realm space?
Is that
Don't know what
north
Eberron
of here?
is.
South?
Cosmically north. Very, very far
Technically.
north.
I don't think I've ever been to Eberron.
Splendid. Well, okay. I think I've had at least a good feel for each of you. Once again, I am Lady Silverhand, and I am very busy. These are the Masked Lords of Waterdeep. Scary though they may look, each one of them an important citizen in their own right. Be careful. You don't know who they are outside of these robes. They could be anyone. You might see them on the street. Please, be respectful while in the city. We would hate to confine you to an even larger dungeon than this. Again, please forgive the smoke and mirrors. There's been a lot going on as of late.
What has
So-
been going on?
I think it's better to show you. Come along. Oh, wait. She kind of does a couple hand signals, and you watch the sigils on the floor kind of glow bright for a second, and then dim. There we go.
What would have happened if we would have stepped on those?
Oh, those? Oh, I just make them sound worse than they are. They would just make you aggressively shit your pants.
Ew.
This is
I mean, that does
cashmere.
sound pretty terrible. Honestly,
Yes, it's quite incapacitating.
dysentery has been known to be quite deadly.
Excuse me, this is cashmere, and I will not have it sullied by feces.
If I wasn't so busy, I'd ask you what you'd prefer for it to be sullied by. But as I said,
Nothing, none of the above, nothing. Anyways, proceed. I don't have the brain.
everybody make me perception checks.
Right. Oh no. That doesn't dare.
Hey.
17.
Perception?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
20.
13.
Woo!
No, oh my god, 8. It was actually a 2 plus 6, so.
Still thinking about the potential of poop on your cashmere?
I am! That is like. Are you kidding me right now? That's awful.
I got poop in my cashmere.
Mr.
can I
Mr. Dungeon
interrupt?
Master, KRN 2016 has redeemed a random minor treasure.
I was getting to that. I would like to point at Lady Silverhand and say, "Give me a random minor treasure."
She just turns around and winks and places a small gem on the railing as you come up the fucking stairs.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna toss it at Aaron, my inventory and wealth manager.
I open my bag of holding like a basketball hoop.
Nice. I love it. I was still waiting for Kara's to come in.
Sorry, what type of gem was it?
I mean, I see that she rolled it, but it's just not. It's not going.
rolled it
What
as
type
a
of gem
one.
was it? Randomly generated gem.
.org.
.org.
Let's look. I normally always have this up. It is a hematite, an opaque gray-black.
How the
Hematite.
fuck do you spell that?
Hematite. H-E-M.
Hematite.
Thanks, because I didn't know how to spell the rest of that.
You guys remember hematodes?
I do.
No,
They're pretty cool.
the name rings a bell, but I couldn't
mean
tell you what it
nematodes?
is. Let me look this up. Hematode?
Oh, I'm thinking of hematoid. Excuse me.
Hematoid. Oh.
Yeah.
Yoy.
So as you guys are kind of glancing up towards Lady Silverhand and the Masked Lords, Katina and Aaron and Bretlin, you guys kind of get the sense of all of the Masked Lords, of which there are 6. One of them lingers, almost staring at you for about 2 seconds longer than the others, before turning back to follow Laryl up the stairs.
I'm gonna walk right next to that one.
And as you guys are kind of heading up, it's going to be about like just a 2-minute stare jaunt of just straight up. These are some Mario's castle, rather Peach's castle level Bowser stairs. And he kind of looks over to the side, and in this weird monotone robotic voice, he's like, "Nice claws."
Katina's gonna respond with, "Thanks, you should see what they can do."
Get into much combat?
As much as they let me.
He goes, "We'll soon be looking for fighters. You should join up."
Count me in. Does it come with a mask?
I mean, maybe.
How do you guys feel about Lathander?
Worship whatever deity you please. Doesn't bother us.
No, I mean like you in particular. Have you seen the light?
I'm not quite a godly person.
We need to fix that.
You and many others have tried.
Anybody with Lathander in particular?
No, mostly do-it-yourselfers.
Ah, nice. I was a do-it-yourselfer until Daddy Lathander made me his champion.
There's like a slow wince
Did
on
that
Laryl's
happen?
ears as the term daddy precedes Lathander. She doesn't mention anything, but you can hear her audibly or visibly recoil.
You know, we're always looking for recruits on the Daddy Lathander team as well.
Finally getting up to the top of the steps, Laryl turns around, holding the door, and goes, "Right. Well, I will keep that in mind if I have the need for sunshine and roads." Opens up the door, stepping outside into the harsh and hot Waterdeep summer.
Ooh.
Birds, the sound of crowds talking, laughing, screaming, town criers, the occasional seagull.
Seems bigger than I remember.
You guys are currently over top on one of the highest peaks in Waterdeep, the mountain that lies into the west-southwest corner of Waterdeep. Looking down, you can tell towards the northern ward, where the old markets used to be, a lot of the homes and buildings seem to have been bombed out, burned out, something.
Oh.
Seems to have been a recent conflict here.
What
But
happened?
She points out.
What happened here?
And that's what all the intrigue is about, and why I stopped you. 3 weeks ago, an unknown group of walkers, as we call them, entered our city and laid waste, for reasons unknown, bringing with them an entire battalion of warforged drones. Automatons, metal men, if you've never seen any. Killed many. And we're preparing a response.
Oh.
So you're going to war?
Not officially, just more... She pulls the notepad out again, finds a phrase, more clapping back.
No, that's not how that works.
You'd mentioned that your interest was in the safety of the townspeople, but you're
Correct.
talking about escalating to war.
Exactly.
Well,
You're
you can't-
endangering your city by clapping
You
back.
cannot
every day.
you cannot show weakness. If there's no response, they think they can do this whenever they want to.
I
No,
merely
that's
wish
not-
to get a few boots on the ground to see their capabilities and to shut down perhaps any further incursions.
Mm,
How will you know that you have gotten them all?
exactly.
And will they know that it's from you? Certainly, they
I
would know
hope they don't
an
know it's
immediate
from me.
response would be somewhat related to their attack. They're probably instigating that if this
Well-
came from nowhere.
And you're saying you hope that they don't know that it's you. Why would you attack them in the first place if you don't want them to know it's you?
Well, short of interrogating any survivors, they wouldn't know we had anything to do with it.
That
The
doesn't
Never
make
Embers are also on board. The rest of the Lord's Alliance. Some in the Emerald Enclave.
Well, I think your idea is stupid, but that's just me.
Your
Wait, so
input
how do you
has
even
been
know it's the
received.
right group that you're attacking? Because you said it was an unknown group of walkers.
They were shepherded by a man in a blue cloak, a dragon mark on his forearm. A man known as Jace. I believe
Ace.
they called
Jace.
him Bellerend. Most people called him Bellend, though, and I can understand why.
Bellend. Hmm.
And where is that person from?
He claimed Ravnus, though from my understandings and my conversations with the current, what do they call her? The Guild Pact. My current conversation.
Amatrine.
Oh, yes. Oh, you've met.
Yes.
Brilliant. She's a little,
Mhm.
kind of like wiggles the hand,
Mhm.
little spacey.
Juggling a lot of things.
She's really hard to pin down. Anyway, from my conversations with her, it doesn't seem like he's at all involved with her outfit, so with a dragon mark like that, best to assume Eberron then.
Well, given the destruction
So
here.
assumption is what you're using to attack Eberron.
Yeah, that's
Like, have you
not-
found this specific group of people within Eberron, or are you just launching an attack at Eberron in general?
Because that's stupid.
Well, we did capture a few of their artificers, and they confessed as much. I've got a rough location nailed down.
Rough location.
Down to a few square kilometers.
And, never mind. I don't have the energy.
Well, let's put a peg in this for just a moment, take our first break. Because,
Hooray.
boy howdy, the bathroom is calling. When we come back,
All right.
let's find out how much evidence Miss Silverhand has.
We'll be right back.